Okay, let's get into it here today. We are going to be trying to do a little bit of some crafting to start with. I'm going to try and make these rings great, especially this one. This ring is potentially going to be huge. I know that the actual base there is a little low, but those are really good mods. So if I actually take this uh, realistically and I want to try and make it into like a double rarity, I could potentially try and do that right now because this is the rarity adder. So now we got 45 rarity on this one ring, which is absurd. And thankfully, it rolled as a prefix, which will save us a little bit of effort here. Although I do need to quickly grab a few. Oops, hold on, that's the wrong thing. I need to go to currency, exalt, and then I need to go to abyss. I need to grab prefix mods specifically. Unfortunately, they have gone up in price a fair bit, but we do need like 2 of them. So we'll just grab that right now. Okay. Might even need to go with more than just 2, but whatever. So, because I also have these prismatics over here that I want to work on too, provided, of course, I can get them to actually roll with the correct base mods on them, but that's another time here. So, what we need to do is lock in a what do we want to do first? We need to lock in a prefix. So the way we're going to lock in a prefix to start with is with the Sinistral Necromancy and a Preserved Collarbone. That'll give us a prefix lock on it. And then I'm going to use attack mods. Actually, do I want to do attack or do I just want to try and do fizz? I think I'm going to try and do like a fizz so I can try and get physical damage on this ring right off the rip. Because I think I'll have an easier time trying to get like an elemental attack damage applied to it. So we're going to go ahead and put a 20 count on it. This will make it so the next... Ooh, I don't have any exalts on me. Shoot. All right, we're going to use a greater exalt with the catalyst of exaltation to have it consume that 20 physical, right? And then that should give us, ideally, a physical attack damage mod. It did. So there we go. So we got... it was a T4, so that kind of sucks. I think that a greater exalt would get better, but whatever. So, I actually don't need most of these, I guess, because I'm locking in a prefix, but whatever. Anyway, so what else I can do with that? Since I've got the elemental res on it at 16 for T1, so that's a perfect, and then a perfect item rarity T2, and so yeah, and then like a really good item rarity T1. So the next thing that I'm going to have to do is I'm pretty much just going to have to, I guess, kind of slam it with... I mean, there's really only one extra mod, so it's going to be kind of a randomized, unfortunately, modifier. That's... What? Oh, sorry. I had that on there. So that sucks. Mana regen's not what we wanted, but that's okay, I guess. That happens. Oh, well. We're gonna go ID this. Shoot, I need. Oops, crap. Go back. Not to town. I just clicked the wrong thing. Sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get myself to the correct spot here. I meant to go back to the shrine, but I hit the wrong button. Been doing a little bit too much campaign low level grinding, so I've been in the habit of going back to town. But we need a. I have exalts. I need. Omen of the Abyss. That's what I need. So that way when I go to ID this down at the well, it will give us a good option to hopefully slap in a alternative. It'll give us another 3 options of what the heck to apply, so we have a bit more chance to get something good on it. But that's still a pretty decent looking ring right there, even with the mana regen, which really sucks. But oh well, it is what it is there, I guess. So we have evasion, cold damage percentage. Okay, that's really pretty bad. So let's re-roll that. Okay, we got the lightning. That's what we were really hoping for. So that's a really nice ring right there, right off the rip. That's fantastic. That's absolutely what we wanted to see. So overall, that's a pretty daggone good ring right there, really. Um, if you can just kind of add in more lightning, you'll get even more res out of it. It would have been nice to get like a flat res instead of mana regen, but whatever. It's still a pretty good ring. And then for the other ring, I'm still gonna have to go back to the hideout and get some more items here, I guess. But so that would actually be a potential valid improvement over some of my current rings, provided, of course, I didn't need the stats on them, but I kind of do, so that's a bit unfortunate. But anyway, so we are going to try our luck on this bad boy, which is going to be easy enough because we just slap it like that. Now we got 48 rarity on the ring, which is sick. It's got what am I trying to do here real quick? I need the physical modifier on it again. I can't remember if those are expensive or not. I'm not just try and go for the 40%. So we'll grab some breach, physical. Which one is that? I don't even remember. Physical. Okay, so these are really cheap, pretty much. That's good. We'll grab like 16 of them. That's fine. That'll help with making sure we can get the 20% fizz on it. So when we take a... Oh, wait, I don't have a greater exalt. Hold on. I want to do a greater exalt again, so that we have a chance to get a better roll on it, perhaps. Because these really aren't that expensive, so we'll just do that. That's fine. Alright, so then we go ahead and slap it with the catalyzing exaltation again to consume all of that physical. Well, hey, that's not too bad. We got the stats. I really had hoped it wouldn't be stats. I wanted the physical damage, but the stats is okay, I guess. But that's interesting because that actually gave us 2 stats that fills out all of our suffixes. So now we don't actually have to use one of these. We can just slap that with that, and then, I don't know, shit, the greater exalts are cheap enough. We'll just do that and fill that out. Oh, 120 mana, that blows. But we'll go ahead and ID that and see what it is. Oop, shoot, I did that again, didn't I? I forgot to get the echo for a double chance. Although honestly, I'm not even sure I really need to use that on this because it's not exactly great. Oh, I need exalts. Oh boy. Okay, what can I do here? I can sell these. I don't actually need these chance orbs, so we'll just squeeze out. What can we get? Like 202. I love how this thing's like auto valuer just kind of sucks and doesn't give you the best value possible. It's like, okay. Anyway, so that's good enough. Now we can go ahead and get the Abyssal Echo. Oh, come on, game. It's... Come on. There you go. Let's go ahead and get those out of the inventory. Okay. And then we'll activate that onto this, because this has just the one mod open on it, which if we get the right thing, it could still be really good. This adds Fizz, which is not a very good roll on Fizz. It's pretty low roll on Fizz, and general lightning damage is, like, percentage is bad. Don't really want that. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, this is pretty toasted. Oh, it's not too bad. I mean, realistically, if you can, like, this ring should sell for plenty more than enough to balance out the cost of all of this, but that's a pretty freaking nice ring altogether. But for this, we'll go with the, that's like, what, like a T1 evasion, I think? Is it? I can't remember, but the Remnants thing is terrible and the life is terrible, so we'll just go with the evasion. Just kind of go with it, see what that is. It's a T2. Oh, whatever. But that's what that is, so there we go. Thank you very much for following Stanit Tibba. Much appreciated for your time. Much appreciated for you dropping on in today. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate the follow there. We need to... perhaps attack mods would be the better one to try and slam, but I don't know. Anyway, I really want to try and work on these two prismatics as well, but I really need to first hit it with something here. Ooh, that's a nice one. This is already kind of toasted, but this is nice. So with that being that way, I actually don't have any more perfect augments, sadly, so I might have to buy like a perfect augment here. Which really sucks. I hate buying perfect augments, but whatever. I just really want to be able to get this craft in, so I'll do that, get that. Ay, that's not good. I don't really want mana on those, but whatever. We'll just go with it anyway. What I do need, I don't remember if I have any more of the rare. I don't. Okay. I need the greater for the rarity. We need to go essence. Rarity. Okay, I guess you can't actually search that way, which is annoying, but we need this, which is 17 exalts. That's... Ay. Okay, whatever, game. You want rarity on it. It would have been nice to get one that already had rarity, but I actually don't have any like that. So, but this already had the double all res, which is really sick. That'll help out a lot with capping res. So I think that's actually worthwhile to some extent. And then getting the prefix locked in, that'll help that out. And honestly, it would just be kind of unfortunate if I didn't use greater exalts, I suppose. Try and finish it out the rest of the way. So we'll just kind of slam it here, I guess. Oh wait, hold on. I need... Shoot, what am I trying to do here? I need to do the attack mod. We'll just eat up this. Get as much as we can on that. 16, that's fine. Oops. That's unfortunate. That's definitely not what you really want to see when you're doing this. Because now we only have like one added chance for like a decent prefix, but we're gonna see what we get. Okay, cold damage, not bad. We can work with it. We can live with it. I need to grab myself yet another Abyssal Echo. I don't even know if I have enough. I don't have an exalt. I'm shy on exalts again. Okay, what can I trade in for exalts? I guess we could go for the I'll stop that game. What are you doing? How many of these things do I even have? I have 4 left. My bad. I thought I had 6. No, game. Stop being disingenuous. Stop doing that. It's just ridiculous. Alright, so we'll go for 90 exalts. That's fine. And then we can turn those 90 into a Abyssal Echo. Go 88 to 1. There's one out there. They better give it to me. There we go. Okay, so now we can activate that, and then we go down to the Well of Souls. And we throw that in there with the do-over button if these all come out like crap. Oh, that's nice to have another rarity, but it's only got a really low cold damage modifier, so as much as I would like that, I don't actually know if that's the right call to make. But I think if I do go with that, that'll be 35 rarity with like 26 elemental res, and you can boost that. I think we're just going to go with the rarity, actually. That's probably not the worst. That's probably not a bad way to go. I can probably sell that pretty good. And then I can go back to town. And then I can use my cold ritual deals here, right here. Boost that out to boost the cold damage, also boost the res. So now we're at 31 res, 35 rarity, and it adds cold. It gives you mana back on attack. That's sick. That's really nice. This has got the physical. I don't think I have enough stuff to like boost fizz, but and I don't really have enough to be able to boot. Oh, I guess I do. Physical modifier. But I think the right call on this would be to boost the lightning, because then we also get resistance out of it too. So I would need to potentially. This one's kind of cooked. I don't think these others are really going to roll with much, most likely. Ooh, 21 rarity. Okay, 22 rarity, rather. That's actually really good. I'll have to work on that here in just a second. These others can kind of go away because they didn't really roll very well. All right, so we'll keep that out there. That's some pretty crazy stuff. This one's kind of not so great though. I'm not gonna lie. This has like no added attack. It's kind of mid, but it does have 53 rarity to it, so that's actually pretty sick. But whatever. And this has 54 rarity on it, so that's insane in my opinion. With lightning, fire, and the all res, like that's a sick ring. I actually gotta share that with my buddy here because I don't know if he's watching the stream yet, but like, dude, these things are sick. Anyway, so what we need to do with this one is actually get ourselves yet another. And I'm just gonna take a divine and throw it into some exalts. I need some exalts. We're just gonna go that route with it. That's fine. Okay, so now we got the exalts we need to be able to do this. We're gonna need probably 2 greater exalts. So we'll go 6 to 2. And then we're also gonna need exalt, Omen of the Abyss. Ooh, they actually came down in price. There you go. And then we need a greater augmentation. So we can go 2 to 1 on that. That's fine. I don't really care all that much. And we also need one more of these bad boys. Oh, jeez. Okay, whatever. That'll probably come back down here in just a second anyway. So we need to hit this with a perfect... Oh, that sucks. That really blows. Alright, so we need to then roll that suffix off. Which I think the cheaper way to do that is because there's the ritual. Suffix. It's the cheaper way to roll that off. Okay. So if I use the crystallization, we can potentially roll off a turd. Okay. So we can go that route with it to try and get that off of there. And we can also go with because the rarity is nice. So item is active in your inventory. Your next orbital move only. So that's really an expensive way to go. That's a terrible way to do it. Because what we want to do is we want to... how am I actually going to get this to do what I want it to do? Like a proper guarantee on it. Because you can't use a perfect suffix, or a perfect essence, I mean, on a non-rare. It has to be a rare. So we're going to have to hit it with the rarity. But then there's the chance that it'll take the rarity off, which would really suck. So we're paying to add rarity, and then it might roll it away. Which would be catastrophic. So I'm wondering if there's a way to actually force this to be a... Oh, that's... I just bought a greater one. That was stupid. do I want to go about this? This is where I'm kind of stuck because I'm a little bit not so sure of myself with this process in reality here. I need to separate some of these things out so I know what the heck I'm actually working with. Just trying to use my brain here and it's not working. Okay, so this I need to, because that's a perfect or corrupted essence. I'm not actually going to hit it with a corrupted. I need to make sure it adds only a prefix. Okay, hold on. There's got to be something that gives you like just a roll on a prefix when you're doing something here. Hold on. Your next exalted orb. That's not what I want. No. Because this is gonna be like pretty much guaranteed. We'd have like a 1 in 2 chance, a 50% chance to roll off the right thing if we hit this onto there to get the rarity up, which would potentially be a bad call. Because I'd then risk totally obliterating what I just did. Plus, then we'd have to use a perfect, which for... Oops. What the hell? Okay, do I have to like search it by ring? No. Oh, yeah, here we go. What could we actually force onto a ring with a not much. Oh boy, that really sucks. 'Cause that was a horrible roll on that. That's a T1? How is that a T1? It's got 18 mana regen. That's terrible. At least this one that rolled over here had a T2 mana. I mean, like, come on. Actually, yeah, it was a T2. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that thing might just be totally cooked, which is really a shame. Because that's really pretty nice, but, oh, man. Well, do we just do it anyway? Get the big rarity on it, even though that adds a suffix on rarity, and then if I wind up attempting to use a perfect essence to get... I mean, that's kind of a problem, though, isn't it? None of those are really any good. I don't think any of these corrupted essences are actually any cheap option either. Removes a random modifier and augments a rare item. Okay, so we could potentially use an Essence of the Abyss to get rid of the poopy mod. That could work. Technically that counts as an essence. But it's not a perfect, nor is it a corrupted, so I'm not sure that would actually function with this. Does it? I have no idea. Let's try it. Oh, it rolled off the freaking rarity. It did work, but it didn't do what I wanted it to, so that sucks. Oh well, so that thing still has that poopy mod on it. I mean, hell, I guess what we could also do is just like get some chaos orbs and try and roll it, but that'd be kind of psychotic. But I think this thing's cooked as hell anyway. I can't remember if you actually apply this and then you do this. I think if you hit it with a chaos orb while it's got that, it's kind of toasted. Yeah, I kind of started the stream early because I realized I screwed up my appointment timing. I thought it was at noon. Apparently, they changed it on like a couple days, like a week ago, and I didn't realize that because I just confirmed it. I was like, ah, whatever. Okay, we're on noon. I didn't check the time that they set for the for the appointment. And it's apparently at a totally different time. So I was like, all right, whatever. So it's not until 2. So technically 2:30. So I can be on here until about 2. Might break at like 1:45 so I can get some lunch in me before I go. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, this ring here is sick. I like this one a lot. That's a sick ring. 35 rarity and then like, what, 31 res? That's bonkers. Yeah. Thank you very much for the follow, Rebecca Hills. No, I'm sorry, Rebecca Hills. There we go. I can read. I swear I didn't go cross-eyed trying to read your name. Anyway, thank you very much for the follow. Hopefully your day is going well today. We're just trying to start off with a little bit of some crafting here, and I'm trying to see what I can do here. Hopefully everything's going well for you today. Hopefully. Okay, because I need to roll off this potato, this stupid mana, regen, and increased light radius. So I'm kind of wondering, like, do I go, like, with a Chaos Orb and just kind of hope I can get the right damn thing to roll off, or what? Or is it just ooh, okay. We actually got that poopy thing rolled, but now we got another poopy thing, so that's great. Chaos Orb does indeed reroll everything. That is very true. But I had like a 1 in 2 chance because the one thing's locked, you know what I mean? So we had a 50% chance to hit the regen. Only problem is it hit the regen. So that's not ideal. We already accidentally rolled off one of the other rarities that I hit on it. So kind of this thing's pretty toasted. But oh well. At least we can go ID it and see what the hell it is. I'm not going to waste a Omen of Echoes on it because this thing's crap. Yeah, I got garbage. So whatever. We'll just take the duel and run with it, and then we'll just hit it with like regular exalts and just fill it out and see if we can at least get something out of it. Because that thing is busted. I mean, okay, it still came out kind of okay. I don't know. I think like 25, just get the hell out of there. It's alright. I'm not really all that worried about that. I've got easy way to farm stuff. Oh, your internet died? That's not good. Internet's dying is a real problem, that's for sure. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory, and but I did clean it out a little bit. I mean, like, look at this. Okay, this is still a nightmare. I'm sorry, that's the wrong tab. But this, look at that. That's a nice clean tab. Orderly. Nice and orderly. Orderly. Kind of orderly. It's still a little chaotic with these things being a little bit out of jumble, but hey, whatever. And then, you know, orderly. See, I made progress, man. I made progress. It looks a lot better. This game is pretty similar. It burns good. No, what really burns is, you know, I mean, these things have been ordered here. All right. Go on, llama. It's all good now, right? But yeah. Diablo 4 and this game do share some similarities. I played Diablo 4 for quite a while. It just didn't quite hit the right notes for me. I really wasn't a super huge fan of how it kind of trajectoried itself after a while. But it's okay. Do those really pull out in stacks of 40? Oh, that's so weird. 40 and then 30. That's bizarre. Anyway, so now I'm just going to go ahead and... actually, I don't even need these on me because I'm going to run some Zesh this morning. Yeah, I used to run D4 a lot. It was like my main jam for quite a while. I got to price these things out and figure out what I can sell them for. But aside from that, I don't really know quite else really what to do with them. Because like the rarity on them is huge, but the damage drop off would also be kind of huge. So the one here I need to hit with like lightning enchantments, but I'm hoping if I run Zesh a whole bunch, I can actually just get a whole bunch of those. So we can definitely do like 2 Zesty Boy runs here, and just kind of call call it a fun time at that point, right? So, yep. Captain Zesh ahoy. I used to run D3 a lot too, but D3 was just a little too like cartoony for me because I was a huge D2 fan, way more than I was D3, and I just kind of couldn't really get into the art style. Plus, like I didn't like how the skills worked mostly, and it was just kind of weird. Especially since they nuked the hell out of like the functionality and the playstyle of the sorceress, because like Blizzard and Orbistorm or Frost Orb or whatever weren't really the same. Like they nuked those and they just weren't fun to use anymore. And I was like, this is just weird. I just couldn't get into it. What should you say to your internet? I don't know. Talk down to it and make it realize that you know it needs to shape up for you, or it you know you're gonna replace it with a different ISP. You know. I don't know. Sometimes you can't do that though, because if you're in like an apartment, I got screwed on that a couple times where like I was forced to use a particular provider for internet, and it was really weird though, because like Spectrum had like a deal going on for this, that, and the other thing. Oop, there we go. And stream is disconnected, attempting to reconnect. Okay, so that was a minute ago. It's back up. Yeah, it dropped. Ah, now it's dead again. Oh, now the stream's dead again. What the hell's going on here? Okay, is it back? Is it dead? Is it back? Is it dead? I have no idea what the hell's going on here. Before it dies, yeah. Say it's back up? Okay, cool. I don't know why it keeps crapping out sometimes. It's really annoying. Secured wraps could be kind of good, potentially, if they roll with the right type of stuff. The slippers could be good, because, you know, everyone needs slippers for bedtime, right? Isn't that how that works? Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, I can't pick that up. Are you kidding me? Come on, game. Okay, I don't know why the hell I picked that piece of crap up. Nobody wants those. Alright. That should be decent enough, right? Uh-oh. Yeah, I think my stream is having a real problem here today. Let me tell you what. Go kill Zesh. Zesty pants, man. Oh, all the tornadoes went the wrong way. What the hell? Thanks, game. That's really nice of you to just send them the wrong direction entirely. Okay, maybe I actually hit the target. Nope, you still didn't decide to hit the target. That's cool. Thanks, game. That's really neat. Okay, we got like a whole bunch of charges. Hit them. There you go. We almost got him. Okay. Okay, now we can just execute him. We're good. We got him. Easy peasy T3. I find this guy is so easy because his attacks are so telegraphed. It's really quite nice. Hey, another diamond. There you go. See if that one rolls as anything good. The last one I got this was a horrific roll. It was so bad. I think the stream died again. That's exciting. Oh, man. That's great. Come on. Reconnect, you potato. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? We got very small ring, but not completely the most butt rolls you could get on the res. So that's actually not too bad. It could be okay, I guess. I don't know.